All right, the Scott County Jail has been on partial lockdown for a month now due to fighting between inmates.
At the same time, the sheriff's office continues to deal with a shortage of correctional officers. New tonight at 5, News 8's Jenna Webster explains what short-term and long-term solutions the sheriff is proposing.
Like many law enforcement agencies, Scott County is struggling to hire and retain correctional officers.
I would like to see us hire approximately 10 to 12 correctional officers.
Sheriff Tim Lane says at full staff, they have 64 officers. The difference now without is more overtime.
It's already difficult when you're on 12-hour shifts that some of them extend to 16 hours. That's just way too long to work in a correctional facility.
Just a few weekends ago, officers worked a combined 170 hours of overtime so the Scott County Jail could meet minimum staffing requirements.
We were at that time in an emergency that weekend.
Sheriff Lane has 3 different proposals to fix the problem. One, in front of the Scott County Board of Supervisors right now, is to increase overtime pay from 1.5 to 1.75. Another is to add a $2 an hour supplemental pay for all correctional officers. But he says those are only short-term solutions that, in the past, haven't solved the staffing shortage.
This time, it's time to look at the long term.
And in the long term, it's about changing a 2018 pay policy.
Where we used to give the biggest pay raises when they were new correctional officers within the first few years, we now wait until about year 9 to give the largest pay increase. Well, our correctional officers are not staying until year 9.
That's why he wants to revert it back so newer officers are incentivized to stay. But the next step is studying what it'll cost the county.
We need to do a serious calculation on moving money from the savings over to the problem. And that will take some time.
Money that will be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. But Sheriff Lane is confident he has the savings in his budget and that this might finally address the staffing shortage problem. In Davenport, Jenna Webster, WQAD, News 8.
The Scott County Board of Supervisors will vote on whether to approve the overtime pay increase tomorrow night. Sheriff Lane says some of his other proposals will go before the board at a later time.